Good morning, afternoon, or evening, Professor Haro. Whenever you're watching this video, I hope you enjoy what we have set up for you today, as we are going to be talking about the satisfactory sodium standards. Much of what we're going to talk about today is, what salt is, how it's affecting people's everyday life, how salt is good and bad at the same time. Everything kind of, works in moderation. So we are going to get to all of those things. Me and my group members will be presenting this to you via YouTube.
So today we're going to be talking about sodium and its relation to public health. The overview of the presentation is going to go over the background information, a little bit of information about sodium, what it is and what we use it for, the effects on public health in relation to our sodium intake, the current issues with sodium in our food, and the current health statistics in relation to sodium and the problems it causes in public health. And lastly, any actions taken against the issue, if any.
Okay, to get right into it, we are going to talk about salt. What is salt? So salt has been long used for flavoring and the preserving of food. In times when there weren't refrigerators or items to help keep food preserved for long times, we turned to salt to coat and cure meats so that they wouldn't go bad during the long months. It has also been used in tanning, dyeing, and bleaching, the production of pottery, soap, and chlorine. Today, it is widely used in the chemical industry. Salt is sodium chloride, NaCl. It consists of 40% sodium and 60% chloride. It is the biggest dietary source of sodium. So the words salt and sodium are used interchangeably, and that's kind of what we have going on throughout this presentation. Why salt or sodium is such a big issue? Well, the FDA and CDC has standards on the daily intake recommendations for, individuals aged 14 or older, which is 2,300 milligrams. And it should be 1,500 milligrams for individuals who are hypertension or showing pre-hypertension symptoms. However, in the foods that the industry has produced, recently, sodium in a single item of food greatly exceeds that limit by 2 to 3 times. And unknowingly, Americans will overconsume the daily amount because they don't know that pizza that they're having, the single serve pizza that they're having, actually has 3,000 or more milligrams of sodium inside. And that simple overlooked fact can cause severe health issues, or extend or make more apparent health issues among individuals that are pre-diabetic, that have high blood pressure, that are suffering from diseases due to the high amounts of sodium that we are consuming daily.
This slide is going to be over the effects of salt on public health. We're going to be going over some pros and some cons, positive sides of salt and then the negative sides. So the pros of sodium consumption, which is in moderation, is the proper fluid balance, normal cellular function, and then a part of normal processes in the body, including muscle contraction, movement, and then just your fluid balances in relation to your electrolytes. So the cons of our consumption of sodium are going to be the distribution of fluid balance. So excess fluid is going to cause more pressure. More pressure is going to mean your heart's going to have to work harder to pump blood throughout your body. And that's going to be the second bullet point, which is increasing work on the heart. And then ultimately, it's going to lead to damage of the heart and kidneys, possibly, depending on how bad the overconsumption is. The kidneys will have to work harder and process through more sodium, and then your heart's going to have to work harder to move blood throughout your body. And then any other problems caused by the overconsumption of salt are going to be in relation to causing heart attack, stroke, and possible high blood pressure from overconsumption of salt.